Who's ready to make some lockdown cheese? Big thank you to my sister Katie for donating a box of cheese making resources. We've got one pillowcase, one thermometer, one cup, and one basket to go in the cup. Bag of salt, calcium chloride, citric acid, cheese panadol, and a little one of those. Okay, there's a bunch of cheeses we can make here. We can make mascarpone, ricotta, ricotta salata, mozzarella, bocconcini. Let's go with mozzarella. Pour 4 liters of milk into a pot, add calcium chloride and diluted citric acid. Okay. That's so much milk. Okay, I sort of lost count somewhere in the middle of all that pouring, but I think that's about 4 liters. 2 mils of calcium chloride. 2 teaspoons of citric acid. Heat the milk to 32 degrees while stirring. Remove from the heat. Now we get a little cheese panadol. Watch it dissolve and then pour into my hot lumpy milk. So much milk. Now we're leaving that to set into a gel consistency for 25 to 30 minutes. However, apparently we were supposed to use unhomogenized milk. We have unfortunately used homogenized milk, and I now have discovered a page that says if the recipe requires unhomogenized milk, it will only work with unhomogenized milk. Is that like a rule though? I mean, we've invested 4 liters of milk. We'll just have to see. We'll give that half an hour, we'll come back, we'll wait and see. Okay, so here's the situation. It's been half an hour. It's not looking exactly like the picture. Okay. We're just gonna keep following the recipe and maybe it'll all come together at the end. That's really not a jelly, is it? Another half an hour has passed. I read another recipe online that said you can use homogenized milk to make mozzarella after all, and they said if it hasn't set after the first half hour, just go again, give it another half hour. So I've given it another half hour. So we get our knife and we slice into the thing, only to discover that not a great deal has changed. That's okay, that's okay. We'll push on. The heat's back on. We're gonna, oh no, you guys, it's sort of, yeah, this is it. No, it isn't. Slowly heat the curds until firm to the touch. Now, it doesn't seem like that is ever going to happen. So we're just going to move on to the next step, which is putting them into the pillowcase. Looking good. Okay, what do you think? Could this be described as firm to the touch? I feel like things are looking up. We've got a pot of water that we're heating to 70 degrees, and we have this bowl of ice cold water to which we are going to add 250 grams of only the finest artisan salt. Now we get a small handful of the cheese. We submerge it in the water. Uh-oh, I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. Until it starts to melt. Melt, not dissolve. What are you doing? That melting, maybe a little bit more. This is the part where it's supposed to stretch. It doesn't seem to be doing that. So instead, when in doubt, we just skip to the next step. We're going to put that in the cold water and we're just going to let that turn into beautiful cheese over the next 10 minutes. Who's ready for some tasty, delicious cheese? Now we get out the old cheese knife, cut a couple of delicious slices of the cheese, place them gently on a piece of bread, and now there's nothing left to do but to bite into some tasty, delicious. Okay, some might be tempted to chalk this one up as a failure. But I think, look, the brief was to make cheese, and if you had to say what food that was, you would say cheese. Don't lie. Did we make the world's best cheese? No. Did we make mozzarella? No. Did we make edible cheese? I mean, I ate some. Thankfully, remember, new release schedule, no videos over the weekend. I've got a couple of days to regroup. We'll come back next week. We'll do it again with the right milk. Onwards and upwards.